Bypassing versus embodiment for empaths. Bypassing versus embodiment. So come through. Just good vibes only. Good vibes only. You understand? Respectful vibes only. This is what come as you are, come as you are. But today we're going into part two. Give thanks to Dr. Diane and all those who said we should. So today we're going into part two of the topic we did on Monday, which is going deeper into how empaths can avoid bypassing and come into full embodiment after narcissistic abuse. So this is part two of that, right? Sorry. You probably can find a recording of it on YouTube or snippets of it on TikTok, Cynthia, and then also on the snippets of it on TikTok. But the full recording is on YouTube. So if you go to YouTube and you go into the live section, you'll be able to see that. Greetings, Britta. You're so kind. Come on in. So today we're talking about bypassing versus embodiment, part two, right? Part two. Yes, Miss Wonder Woman, give thanks. The Heritage Detective. Oh, I know. I'm glad you're here. So let me get started. You see, many people think awakening is the end of the journey. Many people think awakening is the end of the journey, but it's not. Awakening is just the beginning. Awakening is just the beginning because we are now entering a phase of human evolution where awakening without embodiment is incomplete. You see, awakening without embodiment is completely incomplete. You see, awakening without embodiment is not where it is. You see, because it can be dangerous to awaken without grounding. Because light without grounding becomes instability. Awareness without integration becomes illusion. So the question is, in 2025 and beyond, we want to go beyond are you awake to can you live your awakening through your body, your nervous system, and your relationships? Let me say that again. In 2025 and beyond, the question is no longer are you awake? It is can you live through your awakening through your body, your nervous system, and your relationships? Today is what the second part of this embodiment versus bypassing conversation is about. You see, we're going to go into it in a very deeper level. So let me start here. For millennia, spirituality for many people has been focused on escape, such as transcendence, heaven, nirvana, and leaving the world behind. The biggest greetings. You see, so for a lot of people, spirituality has been about escape. It has been about escape, but now science is confirming what mystics have always known, that the body is not a cage. The body is a conduit. The body is not a cage, Ellie. It's not a cage, Transform My Now. It's not a cage, Sarah. You see, the body is a conduit. So from neuroscience, hey, Jamrock, neuroscience shows that your nervous system is the interface between consciousness and your physical body. Meaning every emotion, every insight, every spiritual experience you have is experienced through the body. Now, the vagus nerve, that long wandering nerve connecting the brain, heart, and gut, is literally the bridge between your higher consciousness and your biology. So when you feel safe, the vagus nerve signals to the body that it can rest, it can digest, it can be open. And when you feel unsafe, physically, emotionally, or spiritually, your vagus nerve shuts down. So embodiment begins with safety. Embodiment begins with safety because no divine current can anchor in a body that feels like a battlefield. This is what Dr. Stephen Porges talks about in his work, Polyvagal Theory. Polyvagal Theory teaches safety is not just emotional. Safety is physiological, it's somatic. And safety is the foundation of spiritual conductivity through the body. Now, let me go deeper into the physics of this. Let's go into quantum physics. According to quantum physics, everything in the universe exists first as a wave of potential, meaning a field of possibilities. You see, I'm glad you do that. And so it becomes a particle, a tangible reality only when observed. That means consciousness is the ultimate architect of form. Consciousness is the ultimate architect of form. Your awareness literally collapses infinite potential into embodied experience. So when you bypass, when you avoid feeling, when you avoid the body, when you avoid density, you refuse to observe yourself fully, and your consciousness stays scattered in potential. But when you embody, when you breathe, when you feel, when you stay present, you collapse the wave, you create coherence, and you become the bridge between the invisible and the visible. That's what mystics meant when they said, as above, so below. And physics is now proving it. If I'm talking to you, type transform in the comment section, because this is about you. And if I'm not connecting to you, let me know. This is the information. You see? So if this is connecting to you, type transform. Let me go even further. There's a biophysicist called Fritz Albert Popp who discovered, thank you, Dawn Marie, that human cells emit light. Right? Thank you, Amiss Ness. Thank you, Brita. Thank you, Jelly. You see, and the cells emitted from the light emitted from the cells in our body are called biophotons. Now, these photons allow your cells to communicate at the speed of light, Kimmy, creating harmony across your entire system. Meaning, when you meditate, when you pray, when you breathe deeply, that light becomes coherent, and the cells literally in your body start to glow in unison. When you're stressed or emotionally fragmented, that light from your cells, the biophotons, becomes chaotic. You see? So embodiment isn't just a metaphor, it's a measurable change in your biofield. That's why when you meet somebody who's very embodied, you say, I like their energy, or they seem to emit light. That's what it is. Don't you see? That's the science. So when you inhabit truth, your electromagnetic field stabilizes, your DNA expresses differently, and your entire being becomes luminous. You see, science is catching up to spirit. So let me go even further. I'm going to talk about something that empaths know too well, which is the paradox of trauma and light. You cannot heal if you don't fully heal. That's exactly right. Many empaths, like many seekers across time, awaken through pain. So when an empath's nervous system is wide open, the empath feels everything. But trauma causes fragmentation, meaning that when you've been taught that feeling is dangerous, you begin to seek refuge in transcendence because the feel is dangerous. So you start to look for the namaste and the bypassing. This is spiritual bypassing, which is a nervous system strategy disguised as awakening, which is why you might see somebody who's practiced meditation for so long, but they don't seem any peaceful, or somebody who's been in the Holy Spirit for so long, but they don't seem any peaceful. Neuroscience shows that when we suppress emotions, 10:10 on the clock, I love it. When we suppress emotions, the amygdala, which is the fear center, and the hippocampus become dysregulated. So we might look calm on the outside, but inside the body is in defense mode. Somebody tell me you heard what I just said there. This is what bypassing does. You see, this is what bypassing does. This is what bypassing does. This is why the empath must learn to feel safely again, Cynthia, Jamrock, Jejeli, the heritage detective. This is why the empath must learn to feel safely again, not just spiritually, not just biologically, because embodiment isn't about becoming more spiritual. Embodiment is about becoming more human. Somebody tell me I'm talking to you. Come on. Embodiment is about becoming more human, not just spiritual. Embodiment is about becoming more human. The human being having a spiritual experience. Kimmy? So your heart isn't just a pump. Pop, 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 pop. Or with the naya binging. Boom, 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 boom. The heart is a quantum oscillator because the heart generates the strongest electromagnetic field in the body, 5,000 times stronger than the brain. That's the Heart Mind Institute. You see? So when you start to train the heart's rhythm to become more coherent, exactly. When you train the heart to become more steady, as my teacher would say. Oh, you're so kind, Kezia. When you begin to do this, you're entraining the brain and heart to come into coherence. This is what Dispenza calls brain-heart coherence or heart-brain entrainment. And in this state, your intuition rises. You're no longer betraying yourself. Your stress decreases. And your emotional regulation improves. You see, I didn't tell you people become better. You become better. You become better because you're no longer bypassing. So in spiritual terms, that's when your body, you see, that's when your body, soul starts speaking the same language, from the same hymnal, from the same Bhagavad Gita. That is embodiment. So when Yeshua said, the kingdom of heaven is within you, he wasn't speaking metaphorically. He was describing a bioelectromagnetic reality. Heaven is coherence. Heaven is a coherent nervous system, a whole nervous system. We are now in a planetary shift. We are now in a planetary shift. We are now in a planetary shift. And the Earth's heartbeat, known as the Schumann resonance, the Schumann resonance, SCHUMANN, the Schumann resonance is the natural electromagnetic heartbeat of the Earth. It's spiking. It's spiking. That means the planet is entering the same frequency range as awakened consciousness. Lord have mercy. Why do you think we feel the way we feel? That means the Earth is entering the same frequency as empaths. But if you're not embodied, Jaja see and Jaja say, I am a conqueror. You see, if you're not embodied, if your system isn't grounded, this energy will feel like anxiety, insomnia, or emotional chaos. Congratulations, Jajeli. That's amazing. And that's right, Heritage Detective. You see, so embodiment is your evolutionary technology. It's how you synchronize with the new Earth frequency. Somebody type transform. Let me know you know what's going on. I need some Larry June in my life. Larry June. Where you at, Larry June? Vegas. This is what happens. Thank you, Cynthia. This is what happens. You see? This is what happens. You start to feel like you're in coherence. Like you're in your car listening to Larry June, thinking about your goals and your dreams. Come on. I know you've been waiting a long time for this. I love Larry June too. You see, embodiment is your evolutionary technology. This is how you sink to the new earth. So when I say embody, I don't mean get into your body, Dawn Marie. I mean update your nervous system to hold higher voltage of consciousness. You are literally evolving from carbon to light, from dense frequency to coherence. This is what's happening. Coherence. Every sacred tradition has always known this. In Buddhism, mindfulness begins with the body. Mindfulness in Buddhism begins with the body. The 4 foundations of mindfulness start with the body. In the Christian cosmology, it is said, the word becomes flesh. Divine consciousness incarnates into matter. This is what we're talking about, Ellie, Neutrino, Earthlines, Brittany, Sarah. This is the whole kit and caboodle. This is the whole thing. In Hindu Tantra, this is when Shakti, the energy of the divine, Shakti, descends through chakras until it flowers in the heart. Invader Kai is asking, how do you educate yourself on these topics? Knowledge is infinite. So when you become an infinite being, you're connected to infinite knowledge. And infinite knowledge recognizes that the more you know, the more you don't know. So learning becomes a lifestyle. Self-improvement becomes a lifestyle. Am I answering your question? In Kabbalah, this is where Malkuth, the earthly realm is connected to the heavenly realm. So across all these traditions, the message is the same. Spirit must descend fully to complete the cycle of creation. And that descent includes the full inhabitant of yourself. That is embodiment. That is embodiment. And you're so right, Heritage Detective. That is embodiment. So if you want to learn more about embodiment, book a free session on my website, innermileage.com. Yes or no? How do you identify and recognize yourself as an infinite being? Let me ask you a simple question, Invader. Are you an infinite being or not? Your answer will answer that question. Let me just ask you that. You see, are you an infinite being or not? No. To believe is not to know. So you can ask me the same question and I'll answer you. I am. I love that, tincture. So Invader Kai, I'm going to ask you again. So you just answer the question. So if you're an infinite being, then you know what I am. Because I am you, period. You see, we are reflections of each other. You see the whole thing? So if you want to learn more about this, book a free session on my website. I'm happy to take some video questions on TikTok and Instagram. And I'll continue to read the questions on YouTube. But here it is. 2025 is a turning point because artificial intelligence is evolving. But so is anima, the soul of humanity. You see, we are being asked not just to awaken consciousness, but to embody divine intelligence through our bodies, through biology. So the empath, my role, your role is to model coherence, to hold presence so stable that chaos begins to reorganize around it. This is the meaning of to be in the world, but not of the world. Because embodiment, Heritage Detective, isn't personal, it's planetary. And when one person anchors in coherence, the field around you recalibrates and peace becomes a measurable frequency. You see? So the truth is, bypassing happens when the mind tries to ascend without the heart. Embodiment happens when light and matter become one song, one love, one destiny. That's non-duality. Non-duality meaning there's no separation. You see, there's no separation. So the Buddha called it nirvana. Christ, Yeshua called it the kingdom within. Albert Einstein called it the unified field theory. You can call it whatever you want. But what matters is the realization that the universe is waiting to experience itself through your body. So breathe. So feel. So ground. Let the universe have the full experience of being you. Because when you are fully embodied, the divine doesn't live above you anymore. It lives as you. Come on now, somebody tell me I'm talking to you. Somebody tell me I just spoke to you. And I'm happy to take questions now. If you want to get on video on TikTok, we take quick questions, just some very quick questions. Let's get into it. Let's get Kimmy in here. Let's see what's on your mind. I'm so glad, Dawn Marie. But this is what we do. This is what it's about. It's about transcending what is finite to becoming infinite, Fran. You're welcome, Fran. Kimmy, how you doing?
Well, I'm dealing with some physical problems, and I'm transforming, and wow. So listening to you with all this information, like I just crave it. I just want to know. I just want to learn. But I can't walk. So, and I'm in a very, very hot climate right now. And there was a monsoon and, you walk in and it smells like mold. And, I'm kind of being, I don't know what the word is. Like, I'm just trying to just sit. I'm soaking my feet in neem. We got neem trees everywhere, all over the place, okay? So this old Mexican man told me the other day, and my Spanish, I'm taking Spanish lessons, so it's pretty cool. Because it turns out her name's Roshi from Argentina. And she came in, she goes, Kimmy, you're not going to believe this, but I moved across the street. She was right across the street from me, Nan. I've met 2 herbalists in the last week. They want to teach me how to make medicine with, Mexican medicine. My body is just going through this. It's very strange to me because I've been dealing with this for 72 years. And so to be growing up with a narcissist as a mother and a sister and a this and a that, and every single man I've ever had in my life, I was drawn to a narcissist. Like, I'm just now awakening, at 71. So, and so how do I feel? Like right now, I'm not quite sure how to feel right now.
So how is your body being in pain helping you to avoid bypassing?
Probably just I'm sitting still and I'm meditating and I'm listening. And I'm listening to you, and I'm listening to spirit, and that's what I'm doing. So I'm really being still.
Exactly.
I'm breathing. I'm doing these breathing techniques, just like you're saying. So to me, once I continue to get that as a daily, but excuse me, my body's kind of freaking out. It's,
Mm-hmm. Do you know why your body got hurt, or should I tell you?
My body got hurt because I was going too fast.
Exactly. You said it. Not only were you going too fast physically, you're also going too fast metaphorically.
Yes.
So the universe said, no. There's going to be some bypassing here.
Yeah.
And the only way I can get your attention is with this niggly injury.
So this is what bypassing is. Yes, I've got this from you, Dana.
Are you amazing?
And that's why I'm learning about bypassing. I mean, I was just talking to this dear friend. She's going off to Spain because she thinks she needs to move there. But she's a Buddhist.
Yeah.
And she's like, Kimmy, you're awakening,
That's all it is.
Yeah. But it feels like I said right now, like I can't walk.
Exactly.
So right now, as we're having this fabulous session, my feet are soaking in neem, and my body is breaking down a little bit, not just with my foot, but actually my eczema, and blah, blah, blah. So I'm transforming, Nana, and it's a process.
It is a process. And you see, the beautiful thing that's happening to you, Kimmy, which I really love about this is it is making you feel rather than act so you don't have to feel. And in that feeling, and allowing yourself to feel, even if it's unpleasant, there's a transformative quality to just being able to sit and realize there's nothing else to do but to just take it easy.
Exactly. But that's another thing, like in the last couple of days, because I have a kitten, up here.
Yeah.
And so I actually have a kitten, and we're talking about a small child, and that's keeping Kimmy up. And so along with my feet and my la la la, and the doctors who kind of speak English, but not really. And Kimmy kind of speaks Spanish, but not really. So it's the communication, but being able to just breathe, Kimmy. You gotta get into this breathing like Nana's talking about, and you gotta slow down.
That's it, because to actually slow down in the spirit world is to go fast, Kimmy. To slow down is to go fast, because you're trying to do everything now, and then it caught up to you. And the message is move and flow and alignment. And when you're moving in flow and alignment, there's no bypassing. Everything that you need and want, it's all going to come to you, Kimmy. It's all going to come to you.
Well, I haven't felt this free ever.
72 years and you're starting to feel free. You're just getting younger.
Right.
Because you're 72
so,
it means
I just got to tell myself every day when I go through my little, oh my God, what's happening? Take a deep breath. Just sleep when you can. Maybe it's not the regular sleeping schedule. Doesn't matter. If you want to go sleep at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, you go to sleep at 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
That's it. Listen to the body. Listen to the body. Listen to the body, not the ego. The body.
Exactly.
Listen to the body. And when you listen to the body, you listen to the body with compassion, without desiring that it should be anything other than what it is right now. In that is the transmutation and the transformation. Without wanting to say,
you said, it's not like we just woke up and everything we're awake now.
No, this is it. It's a process. You've crossed over, but you're still a baby. That's what it means to be born again. So you're trying to learn how to walk and talk. And have you seen those baby elephants? How awkward they are.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's all it is.
So that's what. Yeah.
That's what it is.
So actually, Spirit, you just need to sit. And you don't need to go anywhere until at least Monday.
Exactly.
So I am just soaking my feet, studying my Spanish, studying what you teach us, and breathing and doing meditations. That's what I'm doing.
Oh, Kimmy, I'm so glad to hear this. You're not alone. We're always connected, and I'm sending you healing energy. And realize that what has happened to you is not in the way of your awakening. It's actually a significant part of your awakening. One love, Kimmy.
One love.
Peace,
one love.
Peace.
Yeah, peace.
You heard it. Let's see who we got here on TikTok.
I might leave that.
Bye, Kimmy. Let's see.
Bye.
Yeah, this is what it is. So now we're playing a little bit of D'Angelo, just to get us going. You know, the great D'Angelo passed away. We know that. But we are still here. You see? And it's all right. And everything is all right. Like D'Angelo said in this song, all right. All right. You see? All right. D'Angelo said, all right. He said it's all going to be all right because it's already all right. You see? This is what happens. D'Angelo was the man. So as you think about bypassing, know that embodiment will lead you to the path of being all right. Bypassing will not lead you there. You see? So this is what it is. You see? This is what it's about. It's about ascending to your highest. And the price to ascension is truth. And truth means you don't tell yourself lies. You don't bypass. You see? It's all right. Come on, D'Angelo. Come on. So this is the message, folks. I want to thank you for your time and attention. If I can be of help to you, book a free session at innermileage.com. Innermileage.com. And realize there's no one like you. Keep ascending, keep forgiving, keep letting go. I will see you back here again on Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific time, right? Can't believe it's already Wednesday. So remember, your journey in this avatar is a short one. D'Angelo just had 51 years. That's all he had. So remember, you want to maximize being in this suit so when your time is gone, you don't have to come back. You don't have to, you wouldn't want to come back. You see? So this is what it's about. This is what it's about. You see? So remember to send it on, like D'Angelo is saying in this tune. Send it on. And know that there's no one like you. No one like you. And if I can be of help, you want to hear the truth? Innermileage.com. Book a free session. Innermileage.com. This is what we're about. If you're serious about your transformation and when you hear the truth to elevate, innermileage.com. Come through. In the meantime, keep sending it on. I wish you good energy in all that you do. We won the love. Exactly, Neutrino, you. So I send you the best. Send you infinite prosperity in all that you do. And plug into this new earth. Peace and light, folks. Peace and light. Peace and light. Peace and light. Peace and light. If it can be of help, innermileage.com. Check out our courses, our classes, or book a free session. Peace and light. 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 One love, folks. One love.